Hey everyone, RSKOS here, and welcome back to another episode of Paper Mario: The Origami King. Last time, we fought the first area boss, which is different than the developmental, colored pencils, and destroyed the red streamer. This time, we're not moving on after the blue streamer, even though the game is really wanting us to do that. We are going to be going through pretty much the entire map that we've seen so far. Everywhere the red streamer was now has something new. Not to mention, we have a few things to clear up. You know, such as the fact that we have definitely missed some things that I do now want to work on cleaning up. But there's a few other things that are new as well. First off, what do you have to say? Here's what I normally say: welcome to the Overlook Tower observation deck. Enjoy the view. I guess I can still say it, and you can still enjoy it, but I'm not gonna like it. The colored pencils missiles are gone, but I think we should wait for an elevator repair toad, just to be safe. Yeah. Also, yeah, they make you climb down the entire tower. I just noticed they actually have a beach in the distance. That's kind of cool. I never noticed that. Like a beach and a river and everything. Let's see though. Is there anything I'm missing around here? Oh, 100 coins. Hey. Any collectible treasures? No, this place is still in a bit of a state. Oh, you have to push from there to open it. Oh boy. Whoops, bumped my counter there. What do you have to say? Your portrait is gone. I wasn't happy with that portrait, and then it just disappeared. I think I can make things disappear with my mind, Mario. Sure you can. You can do whatever you set your mind to. Let's just head to the bottom floor. I don't think there's anything particularly new on the upper floors. But there doesn't really seem to be much new at all right now. Yeah. We're missing a collectible treasure somewhere here, though. You happen to have one? Oh, you sell mushrooms. I forgot about that. Yeah, you can buy mushrooms from this guy. I'm not going to, because why would you ever buy mushrooms in this game unless you just really use a lot of them? But that's there if you need them. Where is this collectible treasure we're missing? Oh well. We'll worry about that later. I'm less interested in the cleanup right now and more interested in just looking to see what's all new. Such as the return of the good music. Yep, once you clear an area, the quote-unquote, I guess, occupied music will vanish. Speaking of which, the sensor lab on Picnic Road is now open. I don't know why I said speaking of which. That has nothing to do with the music. But I'm all for this music. Seriously, I love this music and the Picnic Road music. It's so good. So good. While we're here, though, let's see. We're still missing a nut bottomless hole and a few toads. Although I think I know it's nut bottomless hole we're missing. As far as the toads, there's only one, which is definitely not enough to make up for that big of a... Yes, wait a minute. Where is... Oh, I think I remember one toad right away. Behind this staircase, there's a huge stack of toads. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hey! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Can one of you sum all of that up for me? A summary? I'm not doing Toad voice. I wanted to insert that in there just because I just wanted to, but I'm not reading this in Toad voice. A summary? How could I possibly sum up that torrent of Toad emotions other than to say, thanks? Oh boy. Yeah, that was suddenly most of the toads. So we're missing one toad and probably one bottomless hole. So if you're missing a massive bulk of toads, they're behind the staircase, probably. Let's fix this now that the red streamer is gone. Also, you don't count as the toad I'm missing, do you? How about in here? Aha! Another day or two in there, and I was gonna bloom. And with that, Overlook Mountain is 100% completed. If you take this tram, you will be going to the next area. Which, as much as I would love to do that, because, oh boy, I love the next area, we're not going to do that just yet. Probably not this episode at all, to be honest. Our business is pretty much completely concluded on Overlook Mountain, so let's head back down to Picnic Road. Honestly, the fastest way to get there is to walk, which I am perfectly fine with. On the way there, though, let's talk about the Colored Pencils boss. Whenever the trailer was coming out for this game and they mentioned that the bosses were going to be the thing objects from the previous two games, I'm not gonna lie, I was kinda bummed. But honestly, after playing through the game, it's not that bad. They did a pretty good job, actually, of giving them a recognizable personality, and I tried to live up to that with the eccentric voice work there, so hopefully that's good. But if you're still kind of skeptical on the thing bosses, I'm just gonna encourage you to keep playing, because I will admit, of the bosses, Colored Pencils is probably one of the weaker ones in my opinion as far as theme is concerned. It's still a good boss fight though. Now for the big cleanup duty. Back to Picnic Road. We're either missing one or two toads, but we're missing some collectible treasures and some question mark blocks, which question mark blocks might be a bit of a problem. In fact, I can't actually look that up while we're here, but I'm gonna go for the toads first. So before we go after the question mark blocks and the collectible treasures, let's check on the toads. This is now open, and we got a pop-up saying that the sensor lab on Picnic Road was now open. Pretty good bet to say that that is here. Also, collectible treasure. The sensor lab. Yeah, sure. Not all the collectible treasures, though. Also, I was wondering if that was a block. It was not. Can't go any further over. It says there's a toad here, so I'm kind of curious as to where. Actually, I better know. Sensor Lab, Picnic Road headquarters. Let me guess. Yep. Mario, should have known. Thank you. Okay, so I wasn't really missing any toads. Because I know where the other one is then. If we tear this off, whoops. That reveals an orange pipe. We saw another orange pipe back in Toad Town next to the museum. This leads to that, and we are probably going to take that as a shortcut in a minute. But first, let's see what this place is about. Interesting. It seems pretty empty. Ha! Whoa, you're a fancy toad. Sensational. You found me, Mario. This is perfect. I finally found a suitable tester. See, I'm the head researcher here at the Sensor Lab. We develop technology capable of detecting all kinds of things that are otherwise difficult to see. Sensor tech is changing the world by breaking conventions and shifting all manner of paradigms. Because you've shown an aptitude for toad detection, I shall let you test our new creation, Toad Radar. With this little beauty, you can suss out hidden toads without suffering even a single crease in your brow. Hop down that pipe, and I'll give you a quick primer on how to work the Toad Radar. With that, that's also all the toads at Picnic Road, so we're just missing some treasures and some question mark blocks. I also just remembered that I'm also missing stuff in the Earth Elemental Temple and Overlook Tower. we can finish the Earth Elemental Temple now, so I'm definitely going to do that. And I'll probably go back to the Overlook Tower before we go on to the next area. But first, let's test the Toad Radar. This is actually a surprisingly useful item. Testing. 1, 2, 1, 2. Can you hear me, Mario? Let me walk you through a quick test of the Toad Radar. Can you feel the device on your head? As you may have guessed, that's the Toad Radar. The dish will scan an area and react to any toads you may be facing. The closer you are to a potential toad, the stronger the Toad Radar will react. This will produce a strong vibration in your Pro Controller, too. As I'm not sure if you can hear, but I have it up to the mic right now, so that's going to be interesting. But more importantly, it also glows when it faces the direction. When you think you've found one, try whacking nearby objects with your hammer to unfold the toad. This is a more specific way to find toads, rather than relying on the toad bell that we got earlier. But it comes with a catch. This advanced level of detection uses a massive amount of power, so the battery will drain quite fast. No power, no Toad Radar. Got it? Keep an eye on your battery. Okay, that's enough explanation. Let's run some actual tests. Find the hidden toads before the battery runs out. Here we go. Ta-da! Yeah, as I was saying, this is a more specific and, I guess, accurate way to find toads. But the catch is that it runs out of battery, so I don't recommend you have this one at all times. It runs out decently fast. It's not, like, immediately fast. You can have it on, like, if you're just combing an area for a toad that you can't seem to find. But I wouldn't have it out at all times. It really is useful for just combing out toads that you have missed. Or if you know a toad is nearby, but just can't find it. It is incredibly useful for situations like this, where there is literally no indication of where there might be a toad. Speaking of which, it looks like we have multiple readings. Definitely had one there. Something down here. Ha! There's that one. We got one more up in the top left corner, it looks like. Ah! Somewhere around here. Got him. Amazing. It works. Thanks to you, our test was a total success. The Toad Radar will be very helpful, especially now that we're going back through some areas, cleaning up whatever we missed. I must say, that went exceedingly well. The Toad Radar didn't even explode this time. How lucky. All that remains before certification is a robust field test. Go out onto the world, Mario. Use the Toad Radar to rescue some hapless folded toads. Got the Toad Radar. When the battery runs out, you can use our proprietary device charger to juice it back up. However, its use requires a modest donation. Power isn't cheap, and funding is hard to come by. My work here is incomplete. There are paradigms yet unshifted, so back to it. And with that, we are done here. That will be incredibly useful. Real quick though, I want to look up the locations of a few of the collectibles that we are missing here. So, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to look up the collectible treasures and question mark blocks. I will meet you back here in just a moment. Okay, I do believe I have us a nice and handy little list here. If you're at all curious, I'm personally using Mario Legacy or MarioPartyLegacy.com. However, there's multiple sources out there, and I didn't think I had got that one. Let's see. I know one for sure that we haven't got. Is further up the hill. Also, I'm not worried about enemies here, but while we're backtracking, if I do somehow get into a fight, I will be cutting it just because we've seen all this now. Let's see, somewhere around... Yep. We got a firefly right there, and wow, that was all the question mark blocks I was missing. As far as collectible treasures, I definitely know where one of... As I said, I'm gonna start cutting these. I think I know where, for sure, one of the collectible treasures we missed was, and possibly the final one of the area. Yeah, the percentages are sometimes kind of weird. This probably is actually the only one we're missing, though, is this freaking overpriced paper turtle. I guess saying something is a paper turtle in this world isn't an insult, though. Now that I think about it. Wow, that was expensive. Wow, that was expensive. Oh, yay, we got the membership card. Way later than I got it originally, but I mean, fair enough. Gives you a 20% discount on weapons and items in shops. Wish I had that before I bought that! Yeah, it probably wouldn't hurt for me to try and build that up. But yeah, that's Picnic Road. 100%ed. Yay! Next up is Toad Town, and I will say, don't worry about Toad Town right now. At least it's on the collectible treasures. As a lot of the treasures you're hoping to get from Toad Town, probably not going to be accessible right now. I will double check this, though. That being said, our next spot is the Earth Elemental Temple. So I'm going to meet y'all at the entrance once I have a... What am I talking about? We're at the entrance. I was going to say once I have a list pulled up, but I mean... Whatever. That being said, give me a moment to figure out where everything that's hitting is. Yay! Okay, we definitely have some hitting blocks, as well as some not bottomless holes in this area. This is in the room where we had all these pillars that were pushing in and out of the wall. But I just kind of skipped because, you know, they weren't a problem. Really? A wave battle even? Can I just run? You know what? I'm gonna try running. Because I don't want to fight these guys. Oh, wait, no. Never mind, I won't be running. And I won't be cutting this either, because this is an important fight. Hey, give that magic circle back. You can't even use it. If they won't give it back, you'll just have to take it back, Mario. Sometimes in battle, we will have a magic circle. Let's see, what is the best arrangement? Nope, definitely not that. Toads, help. You usually won't have a magic circle in anything other than wave battles, though. I see. Let's move you there, and boom. Make your priority in wave battles getting rid of the group of enemies that contains your magic circle. But another good thing to keep in mind, beyond that even, is try and one-shot every enemy on the field if there is a magic circle, because its effect will automatically go off next turn. You have no say in it. If it's in a wave battle, though, it's best to have it go off whenever there is a fresh wave on the field. That way, you can just do this. Screen wipe! Yep, that's pretty much a screen wipe. I don't think any enemy in the game isn't instantly killed by that. Interrupting me. Did my confetti go to waste? Oh, that's all the not bottomless holes we found. I believe some... Oh. Hi, treasure. Well, I already missed that earlier. As I'm saying that, what the game gives me are rocks. But yeah, this episode is all over the place with the editing. I'm sorry, and again, I'm also sorry if I somehow managed to forget to cut something out. I could swear there's a block around here somewhere. Where is it? Ow, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Aha! Found it! Money! But we're still missing question mark blocks. We're missing at least one collectible treasure. And, like, possibly one more question mark block. Oh! I just looked up where it is. I am not surprised I missed it. Okay, so it's still in this room. We have to go through all the sliding blocks up top. Come on down. I think from now on, I'm going to try and take a more proactive approach to clearing out these temples, because these are a bit of a pain to clear out, as I'm now realizing. I never did 100% the, temples on my original playthrough of the game, to be honest. Just because I kind of approached it and then was like, you know, this is going to be too big of a pain. I don't want to deal with it. And now I'm having to deal with it. And yeah, it's just as big of a pain as I thought. So from now on, with the temples and with the temples alone, probably, I'm going to try and 100% them first time through. If at all possible. Shoot. Eh, screw off, turtle. If you couldn't tell by what I was trying to do there, yep, there's a question mark block hitting above the other question mark block. Because that's fun. Especially when you have to walk all the way back through this nonsense just to get over there. Please move faster. Ah, for crying out loud. There we go. Yay. Mario, don't miss. Again, just another 1,000 coins. We're definitely probably only missing one more, though. I think I see where it is, too. I'm gonna go through the long way, though, just because we're still missing a collectible treasure somewhere, and I don't have that readily pulled up, so I'm gonna have to find that by hand. Yeah, I cheated it! I cheated it! So, if it's not here, then I know where the other one I'm missing is. Whoops, right, this is the thing. Yeah, I got the one over here. So I know where the other hitting block is. But it's the collectible treasures that I'm concerned about. There's not that much temple left, and I don't know where I could have missed it at. In fact, I should probably look that up real quick. Okay, I think I have it, actually. And if I'm right, that means I don't actually have to go through any of this nonsense. So I'm just gonna run back to the main room. The question mark block that we are looking for, I almost said that is in question, but I think we've had enough cringy puns out of me, is by the actual entrance over here to the Elemental Shrine, or not the shrine, but where we found the Earth Elemental, and I think the treasure we're looking for is tied to that block. Somewhere around here? Yep. So there's our collectible treasure and a block. And I think there might be yep, there's a second block. And with that, we have 100%ed the Earth Elemental Temple. I think I am going to end this episode. You know what? There's as good a time to show this off as any. Actions. Flee. Hold down B. It has a very low chance of working. Just wanted to show that off. And whenever you do flee and it fails, they all gang up on you. So honestly, never flee. There was an issue in Color Splash and Sticker Star, I guess, where the best action was to just flee because there was literally no point in engaging in battles in those games. And their fix was to, you know, just make it so you can't flee. So, I'm gonna cut the rest of this fight. Over the course of that fight, my iron boots unfortunately broke, but I think we're gonna end this episode here. Next time, we're gonna head back to Toad Town, as while there isn't necessarily that much that's opened up to us in Toad Town, I suppose, there are some things that have been available that I now want to tackle before moving on. So, I'm gonna end this episode here. Thank you all for watching. I've been RSKOS, and I will see y'all next time. Take care. Bye!